But it looks like right now we are going to be going live. This is XTS versus LunatiK. Exertus versus LunatiK here, provided to you by GoRGN, your reliable gaming network. The first round, of course, is the pistol round, an infamous round at most. It will determine economy for the next few rounds for either of these teams. So let's see how they perform and what they choose to do as far as a team strat here going into this. We're going to see armor on the T side as well as the CT side. We get a few flashes, or actually one flash, one smoke, two smokes. Smoke gets popped up middle in a 5v5. We see Shazam taking the first death in this game. It's now going to be a 4 versus 5. XTS still hasn't committed to anything. They have 3 people sitting long doors right now. And TM comes through mid doors, managed to get 1. Can he get 2? No, he doesn't. Gets traded off by Naf Fly. And now Naf sitting in CT. We're going to rotate. He needs to rotate faster. XTS takes the long crossing, and they're going to have it. Juvenile trying to get a pick with that P2000. Does a little bit of damage, but he just got dinked, bringing him down to 7 health. It's now a 3 versus 2. That bomb will go down by Storm. Juvenile with very little health rotates with Fugly up through Catwalk to try to retake this site. Storm and Warden are watching long right now, but they're not really watching the doors as much. They hear those gunshots, so they know it's going to be a cat push. XP3 sitting up by that ramp is going to be the primary line of defense between the CTs and the bomb site. He walks down between CT spawn, and Juvenile spots him, but gets taken out with only that little health. This needs one little shot, and that goes down. 1 versus 3, stepping up. XP3 connects with another kill. 2 kills and 0 deaths for XP3.
Yeah, great round from XTS right there. It opened up with Shazam getting greedy in the middle, and it spread the defense on LTK, and then they did just a weird little push right there, and for some reason, the 2 players that were playing A were in the CT spawn for some reason. So I found that a little awkward, but just a great round from the XTS in general.
It was a little bit late of a rotate for Juvenile, and he suffered a little bit of damage, so playing slow might have been a result of that. But either way, XPS Exertus will be taking that first round here in this game at Dust 2. And we see what we just saw in the last game, kind of a hold on the T side of the map from Exertus, where they're watching down into the tunnels as well as the long doors. And I'm sure if they got a pick on one of these lanes, that would cue them to rush into there, or not necessarily rush, but to work that lane to even get further penetration in there, try to get another kill to bust that off. Still a minute left in this round. 5 players left on each team. No players have suffered damage. We see a buy round for the Terrorists. They have 3 Galils and 2 AKs. Juvenile sees Desi, will get a shot. They both trade damage a little bit. Desi now down to 75, but Juvenile taking the brunt of that is already down to 42, and it's going to be a mid-push. XP3, as well as some of his teammates, are now pushing out. He managed to get 1. He sidesteps out, gets a double kill. XP3 going into B site with a mid to B take, and Desi also coming into B tunnels. They have B site completely covered. All 5 terrorists, only 2 of them sacrificed any damage in that part. And now all of LunatiK will be rotating in. This is a 3 versus 5. Shazam, Naf, and Fugly are going to be coming in with their little tiny pistols, trying to bust off a kill or 2 and get this round at least a few kills. They want to get a kill or 2 to try to minimize the amount of guns and money overall that XTS is going to have going into round 3. But here in round 2, look at what the terrorists are doing right now. Look at XTS, very aggressive with the hunt. Warden does manage to get a kill. They are hunting right now as far as I'm concerned. And LTK, LunatiK, will be still sitting top of middle. Not much time is remaining. They have head armor, and they have armor. They're wanting to save that money to propel them here to the 3rd round, as the 2nd round will go to XTS.
Yeah, great standard play from XTS. As you notice right there, they did a very conventional, like a defending eco strat. You know, 1 watching B from T spawn, 1 watching middle from T spawn, 1 green box, and 2 long A. Just very conventional strat, and then they pretty much just all grouped together so they could get the trade kills and make sure that no one made a play on them at all. So just great round from XTS. I like it. I like it, and smoothly done.
We have a lot of hope into Desi here, especially because he's switched teams a lot. He is a very good player, and he works well with a lot of different people, which is a really good way to go into this next round. By the way, he does get a shot onto Shazam. They traded damage a little bit there, but Shazam took the brunt of that. He is now down to 50 health. The long has been smoked, but look at the CTs. Look at where they're holding. They're still at middle. Shazam is now the only thing between the terrorists and taking this site. Spraying through that smoke will result in no connection of damage. And now Shazam walking up ramp through the smoke will get spotted. He takes out the bomb. That'll help time a little bit. Still 50 seconds left in this. TM now tries to get that bomb down. Desi moving up catwalk, catches him mid-rotate. Desi with a double. Desi with a triple. Now Desi, a beautiful execution there from him. And can he get the back one? That's another one for Desi. Amazing performance there from Desi as he ends in a 4 kills for that round.
Yeah, Desi just going hard right there, and this is what I was expecting from him. If he can start off hot immediately, I feel like this is just going to carry over into the rest of the match. Desi went off in his last match that he had just played, and right there, getting that round, that's going to amp him up going into this gun round. He's going to be amped and he's going to be ready. This is going to be a challenge for LTK. It's going to come down to both XP3 and Shazam right here to see who can get the first entry, I believe.
Still going here into the 4th round of this game, we see Exertus trying to work out at a long. They throw the bomb down so that it can't be seen on any of the lanes. But LunatiK still holding long, a little bit weak in my opinion. They have the number 5 player, which will be Juvenile, sitting in the pit. He'll be taking the brunt of this force. He walks back into the back of pit as TM steps down. Does get 1. Can he get 2? No, he can't. XP3 gets that trade-off. It's a 4 versus 4 now. Still 55 seconds left in this round, and Exertus is kind of committed to this long push. They're going to be rotated up by Fugly coming up middle, but he fails to go in quick enough, and now they have crossed on long. So they will have this bomb site. The number 1 player, Daps, is moving up on catwalk right now. He does get a little bit of damage from that frag grenade, and that will be enough time to make that bomb go down. Still a 4v4. Now 35 seconds until that bomb goes off. Shazam with a nice op shot on the Desi, making the favor go into the CT side. Fugly is now peeking out long. Does get picked off by XP3. It's a 3 versus 3 now. And Daps and Shazam both peeking up at the same time. Both of them getting picks. Leaves the bomb open. XP3 with the op on long will be the only thing between them and victory. He starts to defuse this, and his teammates are covering him. He will get the defuse kill. That makes it now even more. XP3 with a double. Can he get the triple? No, man. That fly now grabs that op and dips out of that site. Wants to save that money here going into the 5th round. XTS now up 4-0 onto LunatiK.
That was a great round by XP3 right there. You pretty much, as I stated, it was going to come down to both Shazam and XP3, and XP3 was the one that was able to go ahead and win it right there for them. I enjoyed that round specifically. It was great plays from both sides though. But XP3 missed a couple of first shots, but able to get that 1v3 clutch pretty much.
Exertus now going another long push. They're going to have a little bit more resistance here at long as Juvenile with the CZ. That's an eco round for LunatiK. Fugly on with the Deagle onto site will do some damage, but gets traded off by Desi's AK headshot. It's now a 4 versus 4. Desi jumps up onto site and gets picked off by Shazam's op that he saved from last round. He's given to Shazam from Nav Fly. It's a 4v3. They will have the site. The bomb looks like it might be able to have time to go down. It does. And he goes back down with that CZ and can't get that pick through the smoke. Juvenile does happen to get that pick, and Japs gets picked off. Trades now 1 versus 3, and TM gets another. TM getting taken out by that. This will be the first round for LunatiK's win.
Yeah, so great comeback from the LTK team. It was like a partial buy pretty much from them all, and it was just great textbook plays from them. Fugly struggling a little bit right here. Hasn't been able to get on the board yet, but I think that's going to be changing soon. As for XCS, they did the exact same thing they wanted to do. They wanted to get the bomb down, make sure to keep their economy a little bit high as possible, even if they don't win the rounds. But this is going to be a key round for both LTK and XCS. If XCS can take this, it's going to put LTK directly into a save right after this.
That was a very good eco round for LunatiK, in my opinion. They did hold that site well, and they rotated up catwalk, predicting that long push, as Exertus has been demonstrating here in the first 5 rounds at Dust 2. There's one thing about the bets that have been placed on here is don't lose hope too fast, because we've seen a lot of professional teams be down by landslides by more than 10 rounds and have came back and went into overtime even. So be sure that if you have bet any money or any skins on either of these teams, that you're not giving up hope too soon, because a lot is still left to come. 4-1 XTS up 3 points onto LunatiK. This looks like it's going to be a cat push, but the bomb is still sitting in tunnels. So the cat push cannot be followed through with that bomb plant. They might be working back for a mid to be, and they are. TM now demonstrating that smoke is going to be coming out, identifying exactly what's happening. TM now goes down from Daps, peeking out at tunnel. Will he be able to get another Daps with another doors? I'll correct myself, I'm sorry. Now 2 terrorists now pushing up into doors, or into tunnels now. XV3 and Storm getting the trade. It's now 1 versus 3 as Juvenile, the last player left on LunatiK. I'm not sure if he knows if Warden's in the CT, but he's about to find out. He does cross, and they go back up into sight, protecting that, as they should. And now the 30-second timer will be set to 35. As that bomb goes down, it's now a 2 versus 1, all in Juvenile's hands. He does pick up an AK, which will help him take this site a little bit. That AK is a little bit more powerful. It does have that armor penetration, which he'll need. But when he steps out of the door, Juvenile getting taken out by Warden's AK. Now the XTS gets their 5th win. This is 5-1 here in this game. Exertus versus LunatiK.
Yeah, and as stated right there, since XTS won this round, it should be putting this LTK into a save round, because it looks like they might be buying. Yeah, they're gonna go and force buy. I'm actually surprised by this. I have 3 Famuses, so this is gonna put a lot of pressure on LTK. They need to win this round. It's just gonna completely mess up their whole economy. And we're going to go ahead and see if these ops can get some picks.
This is somewhat of an eco round, but the LunatiK does have an op right now. Shazam getting the first pick in this round as he peeks up middle. They do have 3 FAMAs, as well as 1 M4A1S and an op. They don't have very many grenades, and only 2 of them have head armor, as well as 2 defusal kits. So this could be a drastic game changer. Desi peeking out, does not get any contact on the Fly, but Fly with the assist. 2 kills from Dabs, 3 kills from Dabs. That FAMAS was beautiful as he gets a triple kill stepping out. Exertus now only has MP3 left alive in this game, and he's still in tunnel. He tries to peek out to get a few more, but there are 3 of LunatiK there to meet him, and he will find his demise. Now 5-2, LunatiK collects their 2nd win.
Yeah, Naf and Dap, I believe it's Naf that's also playing in that site. I could be wrong. But Dap's just playing amazing towards that B side, especially in the round that they lost beforehand. He was able to get 2 kills to try to hold off that mid-B split. So Daps is playing very strong here with Naf. They're working very well together to go ahead and try to hold off this XTS team right now, do their mid-to-B splits, and have been attacking B a little bit more on the recent side.
Yeah, I completely agree. And it is Daps and as well as Naf that's holding that B site pretty strong. But here in the 8th round of this game, XP3 coming through with that P250. Can he get another? Fugly with a double kill. Now this will result in a 2. No, now only 2 seat terrorists remain. TM does not want to give up soon, but he will get traded off. Only with 27 health left. Gets sidestepped from Fly. He goes down. Now it's all up to Warden. He has the bomb, and he hasn't been seen quite yet, but he will be pushing out. He goes out to get a different gun. He picks up a gun with only 3 shots left in it. That is unfortunate, and he will be reduced to only 16 health left. As he's still jungling around in middle. Juvenile with the AK brings him down a little bit more. He only took 4 points of damage from that AK shot. Was still sitting behind those doors. Those doors are much more difficult to get bullet penetration through. They do a lot less damage when the bullet hits the surface on the other side of that door, which is a considerable game changer here for this game here at Dust 2. Warden now tries to rotate around a CT and doesn't stop in the fall, and will embarrassingly take fall damage enough from the world and kills him.
Yep, pretty much the old faithful crater, you like to say. So Warden right there, just going and killing himself. I don't know why Warden picked up that gun. I felt like he would have been just fine. He gave the guy's position. If he just peeked the corner wide, he might be able to have killed. I believe it was Naf there. So, but just a normal save round from them, and now XTS is going to go ahead and try to re-rack up some rounds again.
And Shazam, another beautiful pick as he sits on top of his teammate's head, looking down into tunnels with a beautiful first pick onto the round. Shazam seems to be consistent with that op enough in order to provide a foundation for LunatiK to come back here, 3-5 now. And XTS is only up by 2 rounds. It looks like one of them's going to be peeking out from tunnels right now. This is going to be a B take. If the bomb gets a pick here, XTS now getting Desi actually gets that pick onto. Daps goes down from Desi's shot. Excuse me. It's now a 4 versus 3. The bomb is still in upper tunnels. This is kind of a split A long / mid pick. Not A long, but B rather. They have 2 terrorists up in B tunnels. One sitting on catwalk still. If Juvenile can't see Warden, Warden now is back his face toward him. He will get spotted. They're faced back to back right now, and they finally spot each other. That was awkward. And Warden now a little bit aggressive from that. Will be rushing into CT, getting that first pick. It's a 3 versus 3. 2 people holding the site. XP3 reduces that number to 2. It's now a 2 versus 3. And XPS will be coming up into upper B tunnel still. And there's only one person between them and the bomb site B. That will be Fugly. Hopefully he can come through and connect to get his kill death up here a little bit. Let's watch it. He gets one and then gets traded off. And the flash comes out from the rotate from Shazam. Him and his op. What can he do to solidify this round? He peeks out from window and gets blind a little bit. So he'll be backing up. Bomb goes down now. Shazam versus XP3 and Warden. Bomb is down 30 seconds on this bomb timer. Warden does not want to peek out and reveal this. He's just spraying that Bach. He sidesteps and gets a beautiful shot onto tunnels and then gets traded off by Warden. But that was an awesome shot right there from Shazam.
Yeah, Shazam hit a nice shot, but as stated before, like, it's going to come down to both these sides opping. Shazam was able to get the entry pick and turn it into a 4v5, but then the riflers of XTS was able to go ahead and just start opening up gaps. They went away from where Shazam was, and then they were able to go ahead and turn it into a 2v1. Which turned into a 1v1, and they ended up winning. So I like the plays from XTS right now. They're just working something slow and trying to get their picks before they commit to anything.
We are seeing a little bit of what the last game lacked. This will be an ESEA-Invite game, so we have a lot more understanding of what it means in order to trick the enemy team. And if you consistently try to fool the enemy team with a long flash or with long smokes, and if you consistently do that, they won't rotate as fast, so you can kind of get the upper hand by that. But here in this round, Desi and TM both getting picks off long and B tunnel. Shazam with the first op shot as he barely reaches himself up through that smoke will make Exertus rotate. Now they don't want to face the fury of Shazam's op. So they're going to dip out and go back through T-spawn to kind of rotate around, try to work a B here. And it looks like Fugly knows it. It's not going to be a long push, and he's making that call. So Shazam is now rotating through CT spawn. He's watching those doors right at middle. So if they push through middle, he's going to know it. Now they see that Naf gets picked off at B site, so now he's watching B doors. It gets smoked. He shot a little soon, but it's a 4 versus 2 Shazam with the op and CT spawn. And Fugly now moving to top of middle. They both pull back at the same time, and that was a team call right there for them to pull out and save their guns. If we look at their money, they're all very poor, so it was a very smart move to pull out and save those guns here in the 7th round. Not the 7th round, but the 10th round of this game here at Dust 2.
Yeah, if I was XTS right now, and I think they're starting to do it right now, they need to press them right. They need to go after them. If they can take both these guns out, it's pretty much going to give them a free eco round next round. They know Shazam's going to have an op. It's pretty much the only way they're going to win is if he has an op in his hand, because it's pretty much the only thing he can use. So as long as they can go ahead and get rid of him and keep him out of his op, they're going to keep his economy down. And I think it was XP3 who almost killed him right there. So it was a close one. But as you know right now, they're still going to be on a very partial buy, which is going to be the 2 people who pretty much saved. And they're pretty much probably just going to be cycling ops. Wouldn't be surprised. Just trying to get picks with them.
We're going to see a fast cat here from LunatiK as they're going to be pushing up with Shazam's op. Let's see if he can pop up anything off the middle's push with the terrorists. It's going to be a mid to B split for the terrorists here, as Exertus is kind of wanting to get more rounds in their favor. This is a good start for them, though. They're up by 4 points. We're at 7-3. LunatiK down 4 points. Going here, we have 2 ops and 3 people saving on LunatiK. So in this round, we might be relying on these ops, just as you said. Naf, Fly, and Shazam both have ops now for LunatiK. Whereas on the other team, we see 3 AKs and an M4A1S. One of them getting picked down. Naf Fly does manage to get connection onto MP3, or XP3, excuse me. MP3 is an audio format. And they will continue to fall. Nafly as well as Fugly gets picked. Fugly with a double kill on a save round. Beautiful. Bomb is now down. Warden wants that bomb. He's going to go back into sight and see a bunch of enemies here. He avoids them through that smoke, though, just for long enough to give us hope. And now our hope has been thwarted as Juvenile had a pretty good round. I think Daps had, 2 kills with that round on a save?
Yeah, great round from LTK. They've actually won more eco rounds / partial rounds than they have gun rounds now. It's at a 2-2 split, or sorry, they won equal amount, yeah, which is partial buys. So XTS has been throwing a couple of rounds that they should be winning, where XTS is on like a 2 or a 1-man buy, and they should be up a little bit further. So I feel like XTS needs to just slow it down on their ecos and make sure to just play fundamentals and win the rounds from there.
And the first casualty of this round has already been suffered. Desi going down early. Right now, it seems like the kill deaths are pretty even across the board, across the two teams. Juvenile flashing up long, but there's no one there to get flashed. It looks like an A push here, as it's going to be a save round for the terrorists, and they don't really care about it. They're going to YOLO in, team with the first kill onto the LunatiK. Now rotating behind him. They have 3 of the LunatiK team rotating behind him. If TM doesn't look behind him soon, he's going to be taken out. But it doesn't matter. Shazam with the op. Beautifully following through with another win for LunatiK, now 5-7. They're only down 2 points here, and we still have a few rounds left in this half. So let's see how this turns out.
Just a standard eco round from XTS. Trying to take something up cat. Didn't end up working for them. Going to this round, I think I really would like to see XTS pressure the Opera at A, because they haven't been able to do much without doing that, and I think when they do that, it's a big difference between them winning the round or not.
And the first kill onto MP3. Bomb still hasn't committed to anything. We're in a standoff, 1 minute and 25 seconds still left in the match. I want to give a shout out to our newest subscriber, Rakowski. Thank you for supporting GoRGN. And a pick from Warden onto Shazam. Warden busting out onto the clutch op player on LTK. Getting him down is a crucial part of winning a round. Let's see how they can use that to their advantage in the last part of this round. Only 1 minute left in the timer. Still a 4 versus 4. They still have some time. Warden now creeping up catwalk with that op. Will be seen by Juvenile, and he knows it, backs off just in time. This is going to be a long take, and if you look at the radar right now, look at the mini-map. They have long, they have A completely. Warden with a beautiful shot will get traded off on a catwalk. McFly gets traded off as well, and they have A. XTS will now have the A site being rotated up by Daps as well as Fugly from catwalk. Smoking that off, flashing that off, throwing some grenades. Our XTS, knowing that it's going to be coming from Cat. Desi is still alive, and hopefully he can be an essential contribution, stopping LTK, Fugly, and Daps from walking up onto A site, and he does get one. No, he doesn't. Gets traded off. It's a 2 versus 2 now. Fugly and Daps are on A site. If they can manage to get this, and they won't, TM gets one of the Fugly. Now the last thing between him and victory. Oh, he is giving up. He's going to go down. He's going to save that M4, A4. And if we look at their money right now, NAF with $5,000, Shazam with $5,000, Juvenile with $5,000. Someone's going to have to buy here for Daps going here into the 14th round at Dust 2.
Yeah, great round from XTS again. And once again, how this is usually starting out for XTS is they're having to start off behind 4v5. Then they're winning out with 2 to 3 people left in the round. So XTS needs to keep doing the same thing that they are doing, but just try to make sure that they don't get don't get entry prior to executing their strats, and I think it's going to be just easier rounds for them to win.
We see some comments flying up in the chat about the door update. Now, we know in March, Valve released the statistics on the balance of this map, but the map has drastically changed since then, so someone was saying it's about 50-50, and I agree with that. The first pick from Shazam as he peeks out of the doors. Will he be able to get another? He cannot. Storm getting a trade off. Juvenile with a double. No, he doesn't get a double. Storm with a double as he busts out the doors. It's now 3v3, and all of LTK needs to rotate, and they need to rotate fast unless Exertus is planning to rotate backwards, and they are. Now with the bomb is XP3 and Storm going through T-Spawn, back through it. They're going to meet XP3 right here with the goes down. Fugly. Oh, now it's kind of confusing for LTK. as it's been a back and forth rotate between going long and not going long, and we see right now a split. The bomb is going B as well as XP3 going long. If XP3 can generate some awareness here, that might fool the other one to rotate a little bit fast, and I think that's exactly what they're going for here. And he does manage to get a pick, and watch the last CT in B site. Naf fly now rotating. He thinks it's going to be long, and he's still sitting there, not making any sound, but it doesn't matter. XP3 finishing off that round strong with a beautiful op shot from the crossing down into middle CT.
Yeah, nice round from XP3. Looking at LTK, they're running a double op setup where they've they've been doing it. And I was actually surprised by that, actually looking into it. And now going into this final round, this is going to be a tough round for them. If you look at LTK, they are just all over the spot with guns. You got a P90, a swag, and just a pistol. So this should be a round for XTS, and they should be able to finish off this half strong with 10 rounds. Maybe.
XTS is probably hoping for that. Here as I need to check the voting real quick to see exactly what people are predicting this to be outcome now, as we are going to see a nade kill down middle. TM getting that onto Dap. It's going to be a 4 versus 4. Juvenile sidesteps out of Tunnels, revealing his position, tries to get a pick but cannot maintain that. Tunnels is now smoked off, and we are not seeing any committed push yet from Exertus, but they are moving up Cat very fast right now in the final round in this half. We see one of them, Fugly, coming up from CT's spawn, trying to get a pick, but cannot manage to do it, backing off just in time to save his life. 50 seconds on the clock will now be reduced to 35 seconds as the bomb goes down. It's a 4 versus 4. A-Cat is smoked off right now, and if they can maintain this hold up here, TM watching that door, XP3 with the op, watching long, Shazam peeking out at long right now, gets picked off by a beautiful shot from XP3 through a fading smoke. And TM up front trying to get those kills right as soon as they come out. Fugly now coming up from the ramp, gets one. Oh, he connects with another, and he gets the third. He does get the third, and the final round in this half will go to LunatiK, 6-9 in the first half.
Terrorists win.
Nope, no kit. Would have been a nice 1v3.
Oh my gosh! And Caster's Remorse, they do get it. XTS finishes that strong, 10-5. Very close to that. He had a very good follow-through with those kills, but I was clearly wrong. No kit will bring that down. OMG.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a downer for Fugly right there, who started off slow, but came in strong towards the end of the half, and a great 1v3 would have, if he could have clutched that with the defuse, would have been great for him going into it. So, going into this half, I'm really curious to see what LTK does, because I feel like they're a little weak without Shazam getting that op pick, or without Naf getting the op pick. I feel like LTK relies heavily on these two people right now. So I think if XTS can go ahead and make sure to not give them that pick that they want, that XTS should be able to just go ahead and take away with this.
And at the halftime, it seems like there might be something wrong on ESEA side, because every time on the halves, my client crashes, and then it resets my mic volume and everything. I hope everything is now ironed back out as we proceed here into the second half of Exertus versus LunatiK. That was a crazy ending to that half. I really thought he had that in the bag, and he could have if he would only had that $300 kit. Getting some trades of damage here in the middle as XP3 gets picked off by Juvenile. Juvenile tries to go for the double, can't connect onto Desi. Desi with the USP will take Juvenile down the middle, and they have B-site. 3 CT sitting right on the other side of that door. Rotating in, Shazam. Oh man, he lands, gets the headshot off from Desi. Desi going down 2v2. Bomb is down. Naf Fly with one, and Fugly with the other secures the 6th win for LunatiK here, 10-6. Exertus is only up by 4 points.
Yeah, nice round from LTK there. Just going back and forth with all these trade kills, and that's the great thing to go ahead and see at this high level, and that you need to be able to see is all these trade killings that are happening almost instantaneously. And LTK was able to go ahead and just finish it out stronger.
We're in the 17th round now here in Counter-Strike Global Offensive Match versus XTS and LunatiK. So we're not sure exactly how this is going to pan out. A lot of votes have gone either way. A lot of bets are on the line. So a lot of people have money on this game. So I want to give a best of luck to those people. And the first pick from Dabs gets traded off. Warden TM going down. Another trade yet once again. The CT team is now down one player. Exertus, all three of them sitting in middle. And once again, my Steam Go TV is lagging.
Same for me.
We might be in a pause situation. One of the players may have connected, such as last game, where one of the players disconnected and we were in a small timeout for just a few moments. LunatiK is now on the terrace side of this map, and from right now what we're seeing, the bomb is down at top of middle, and I'm getting an alert that GoTV is reconnecting us, but if they resume right where they're at right now, they only have a few, like 50 seconds left in the round before the timer started out, so let's just stay tuned and see what happens here. We are in the 17th round of this game, and LunatiK had a little bit more money coming into this, so they might have an advantage when it comes to the guns overall. We see XTS is almost a complete eco. They have no guns, they have no armor. Whereas on the other hand, we have full armor, head armor, Galils and AKs for LunatiK coming in strong. They are up one player as well. So this round could turn out to be one of the few that balanced into the LunatiK side and follow through with the predictions that many have put up. Let's check the voting poll real quick, and let's see what the votes and the bets are up to. Exertus is still projected to be 58%. Projected to be 58% on Exertus. LunatiK stuck with 42, and let's see what the straw poll says. I'm going to type vote into chat here. If you haven't voted here in GoRGN, make sure that you do that. The vote link will be in chat. It probably already has been for 30 seconds or so for you guys. Make sure that you vote on the straw poll that we hold here. And on the straw poll, we see LunatiK is voted up 61% to Exertus' 39%, even though Exertus has a 4-point lead here after the first round. In the second half, Exertus with a 4-point lead might not be able to maintain that much because LunatiK does have the guns. They have the momentum to carry them forward here in the few rounds. It's a lot more expensive to buy on the CT team because their guns are more, as well as they have to buy the kit and all of that jazz. I want to give a shout out right now to RGN. It's the Reliable Gaming Network. If you are new to this channel, click the follow button. GoRGN casts competitive games, ESEA-Invite, main, 5 nights a week. And that's consistency for you. I am not live quite yet. I'll reconnect here to see what happens.
Oh, yep, it's working finally. Yep.
And we are back to live, and it looks like the score has changed a little bit. We've lost out 10-9. Last 2 rounds have gone to LunatiK, as has been predicted just a few moments ago. So 10-9, let's see here. Where are we at with money? Where are we at with economy? We have three AKs on the terrorist team and an op as they start to go down. Fugly and Dabs getting traded off early on. It's a 4 versus 3. It's not looking good for LTK here in the 20th round of this game. They have upper B site with the bomb, or upper tunnels with the bomb, and 3 of Exertus is sitting out waiting for this to happen right now. Actually, one of that is a decoy, so they might believe that there's 3, as I did. But TM wanting to stop this long push will do it. Juvenile going down, and now Nafly with the bomb in upper tunnels trying to rotate in. It's a 2 versus 5. This is going to be a last-ditch effort for them to retake B-site and get this plant down even that. XP3 getting picked through the box, steps out and does get 1. Can he get another? He can't. He's now going back down. Shazam, it's all up to him. What can he do to finalize this? And that will be nothing as Desi finishes off with 2 kills, as well as XP3.
Yeah, Desi had an amazing round right there. He got caught off guard on catwalk. He was still able to take out both players who pressed him on the catwalk and be at low life, and that pretty much just opened up the round for XTS. They tried to work up cat real slow. and Desi pretty much just shut that down from them. And at that point, didn't really have much going for them.
But we are going to see a full buy round here for both teams. We have full head armor, full guns, full grenade. So this is going to be the determining factor as to how this goes over the next few rounds. The CTs just under $3,000 apiece. If they lose these guns, they may or may not want to force buy next round just to try to get another win, get some guns to push them forward here. Exertus up 2 points, 11-9. We see a mid-hold still from the terrorists as LunatiK has now suffered a little bit of damage onto Shazam. One of their ops will be going down to 40 health. Still 1 minute and 5 seconds left in this round. A lot can happen. We see the smoke go up for a mid to B. And if Warden called that to his team, and he did, we see XP3 rotating out of rotating out of B site, rather, to try to cover middle. But luckily, it wasn't a mid to B take, or else right now B site would be very exposed for that. And they're going to be pushing up catwalk. Some shots fired. No contact has been made. Shazam still low in health. Will be one of the players moving up catwalk. XP3 still watching middle. Nothing has been made. 35 seconds on the clock, but they're going to be moving cat right now. All of them up on catwalk. Naf Fly, leader of that, will get the first trade onto Desi. And on the ramp, traded off. Naf Fly can't connect with it. Jumps up to shoot down, and he will get it. It's a 3 versus 4. They have the site. The bomb will go down. Shazam with a beautiful shot onto TM. It's now up to XP3 and Storm to retake this site. They are now down by 2 points, and this is going to solidify another win for them if they can. Both of them moving up from ramp. XP3 calling it, trying to back out and save that off. Will get picked off as he moves into CT, as well as Naf Fly taking out Storm, moving up to the car just outside of that smoke.
Yeah, great round from LTK. I think a little bit of miscommunication by XTS because Desi pretty much just sat at Goose and just died. I don't think he was actually expecting them to just run up that close to him that fast without any help. But the player that was playing CT, I think he got caught off guard just for a second because of how they crouch walked across catwalk. I think they just let short little amount was able to make XTS have that miscommunication.
And LTK is known for their solid rushes, but here we're going to see all 5 of them in middle. And they will be not spotted quite yet. Desi moving up catwalk. He could be the first line of defense between them. He's not boosted, and he has a smoke down right there, so he's at a little bit of a disadvantage holding this catwalk. No one has even jumped up onto the Xbox quite yet, as if they did, it would have revealed that push. But still, 5 versus 5. Naf Fly is the only one who suffered any damage. It's 11-10 now, evening the war. LTK has won 4 rounds in a row here in the second half on the Terra side. So we think that this map is T-sided based on the stats that Valve provided, but since the map has been changed, it doesn't seem as though that's changed much at all. We will be having a mid to B take right now as 2 terrorists now bust out through doors. One of them popped up cat, getting a trade-off on it. This will be kind of confusing for the CTs, but they're going to be pushing into B site. And Naf Fly will get another one. TM does kill Juvenile, as he will be pushing up catwalk alone. It's a 3 versus 2, and they have to retake the site. The bomb will go down. Or at least it starts to, as TM starts to come out the door. He will get the 1. Bomb is not down yet. It's a 2 versus 2. It's all up to Shazam as well as that to finish this round strong. Sidestepping out of the door will be Shazam, getting that kill onto TM, and there you have it. A tie now for LunatiK, where Daps is the only last remaining survivor on his team.
Yeah, great round from LTK there, and XTS was almost able to just steal that one away, poking in and out, and Shazam was able to just go ahead and close it up for them. Once again, both Naf, Shazam are the ones who are just able to keep this close game, I believe.
And the first trade on this round has already happened as XP2 takes a fast fall. We see 2 of XCS pushing up catwalk. Fugly getting 1, Fugly getting another. That's a triple kill. Also with the grenade. Beautiful execution there from Fugly, as he will be coming back from his slow start with a beautiful performance. Storm trying to sneak up into tunnels, be taken out by Naf Fly, sitting behind that box in tunnels. That is now LunatiK in the lead, 12-11.
Yep. Once again, standard eco round. And because of that, LTK is able to take the lead. This is going to put XTS on the pressure right now. Because if you look at their money right now, you have 4 people with $0. XTS is putting a lot of their apples into this one round right here. And if they do not win this, they're going to be going back on the save again.
And we will be seeing a full buy, or at least close to a full buy. Some of XTS right now doesn't have head armor. We got TM, Storm, and XP3. All three of them don't have head armor, two of them with armor at least. But that won't be the essential contribution that propels them into this round. What will be is these solid holds and fast retakes. Another lag out from GoTV. Come on. And we are in another situation where GoTV is lagging yet once again. Man, there's one thing about this situation. I know through the market, through the community market, that Steam and Valve, as a company, are able to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue. But yet, when we come to cast these competitive matches or even simple in-game bugs, it just seems like they can't be fixed. We are back to being live. Here we go. Or at least it seems. And as I'm talking about the financial situation, they do come back live in XP3 with the first kill in this round on a Shazam. That'll put their Opper down. Daps picks it up to try to maintain that. But can he do it? One up, Catwalk. This is still a 4 versus 5 now, as Exertus has an advantage in this round. If they can pop off this win, this would be very good for them, as they are all very poor. And LunatiK has a lot of money as well, so going into the next few rounds will be an easy road for LunatiK to ride on, as they will still be able to buy, even if they lose this round. Whereas Exertus has very low money. And stepping out at long, 2 picks from Fugly as well as Nav Fly. Not looking good for Exertus. All of them now rotating. 2 rotating from Banana, 1 at CT. And they will see the long rotate that just crossed out. Bomb is starting to be planted. Desi gets picked off from Daps as he tries to get some shots on. Another double kill from Daps. Daps isn't their primary opera, but he looks beautiful using it. And now it's Storm versus 4 on LunatiK. He does come up Catwalk, reveals that position, and now Daps will be rotating up to try to watch that. But no execution will be made. Oh my god, what a beautiful shot there. That looked like it was mid-air. OMG! Juvenile is now pissed. He's wanting to get away with that gun. Storm is now going into B-side. He's going to make contact here with someone in window, busting up. He gets another one. Storm with a 2K. And the bomb's going to go off. Someone rotating up into Banana, or up in the top of tunnels. And Storm doesn't see him. And he does see the gunshots, though, and he's going to stay hidden, play it safe, make sure he keeps that round. We're now down 1 player on Exertus, by the way. So hopefully he can reconnect quickly into this half.
I really missed the shot, so I have no clue what ended up happening, and I'm really sad that I missed it. See everyone in chat just going crazy about that shot.
That was nuts.
I have no clue what happened.
Mid-air, 1 bullet headshot. That is true right there. And that was a good demonstration of how to save. But it won't matter in this round. He does get taken out. It's a 3 versus 5, and they have B-site, but they don't have the bomb. Daps rotating down and through doors. Will collect with a kill on a Warden. Nav Fly getting another one. They're getting picks all over the place. It's now up to TM, who is spotted in CT spawn, fighting 3 on LunatiK. Oh no, such an iron wall rotate, fighting 4 players through the smoke, just spraying it endlessly. Can't connect with anything, and he almost got knifed. Someone dropped down from Catwalk. OMG again.
Yeah, LTK is actually just running away with this right now. XTS just can't get anything rolling. They're having to save every other round. Their money has just been completely in shambles. This is not looking good for XTS right now. It's going to put a lot of pressure onto them, as they're going to be going to... This isn't going to be game point, but it's going to be the point just to make sure that they can go ahead and secure at least overtime for LTK. They can go ahead and win this round. So this is going to put... I'm not liking XTS right now, just because everything's just not looking good for them. They need to be able to just pretty much win the next 3 rounds to go ahead and get their economy back on where it needs to be.
It's looking good for anyone who bet on LunatiK. They were down, so you're going to have a little bit more of a profit for the bets on that against the odds, so to speak. But in this round, Shazam going down quickly. Fugly also getting a kill onto XP3. Rotating up Catwalk will be TM at the only defense between 3 terrorists and a site. The bomb is still down top of middle, and we see the player going back up there to get that. That'll be Fugly. And now it looks like mid to B right now. 2 terrorists are now out mid to B. Three CTs are rotating from Catwalk, and this will be committed into B. Naf gets picked off by Storm. Iron Wall defense now all up to Daps. He's fighting three of them in a convergence between CT spawn and middle. And middle Warden with the op will finalize that. That's another win for XTS, now 12-14.
Nice round from XTS. They were able to counter the B very quickly. You saw a quick rotate from multiple players and a pinch also from off the Catwalk. So a great round there, and also XTS members were able to hold the B site long enough so that LTK and team just couldn't just run directly in.
This could be one of the final few rounds. If LunatiK can secure 2 more victories, that will be match point. If they get 1 more, then it's going to be overtime or better for Exertus. So the pressure's really on here, as this is going to be one of the last few buy rounds, or what could be one of the last few buy rounds for everybody. We see full head armor, full grenades. Well, not quite full grenades for XP3. He had to go out with an op and didn't manage to have enough to buy his grenades. But still, we will be seeing AKs across the board for the terrorist team, which will have a big factor. We see Naf getting a pick onto it. XP3 with that op kill. Not buying grenades is going to work for him, because he has that op and he will be able to get picks. That's the second kill for XP3 now, as the LunatiK's team is diminishing in numbers. If they push out long, they're going to quickly meet Warden here at the crossing of long. It's now a 3 versus 4, and LunatiK's wanting to take this, but can they do it? The flashes come up, and it gets smoked as well as flashed off yet once again. And Fugly crosses long safely onto A site, kills one. Another TM's back by the box on Platwalk. Platwalk is a new call-out, by the way, if you're not familiar with it. And Juvenile steps up onto Plat. We'll get TM now 2v2. Warden through the smoke, tries to get one with the CZ and doesn't do it. Storm right behind him. They're both together. If they would boost, they might be able to get up there. Storm with a pick. We'll bring it down to a 1 versus 2. It's all up to Daps with the op and Goose. What can he do to capitalize on this moment? He does get one. Can he connect with the other? It's a 1 versus 1 situation. He jumps up on the box. Storm tries to pick him, and he will. This is now looking good for XTS.
Whew, crazy round from both these teams right there. XTS just, wow, that's a nice 2v2 turned to a 1v1 situation, and they were able to finish it out, and Storm was able to go ahead and get the clutch kill, or the clutch round for them. These rounds are getting really close. This is happening just like the Zookeepers and Lions match, and this looks like it might be able to peel into an overtime at the rate it's going, maybe.
Yeah, this is hopefully going to go into overtime. I was giggling. Someone was saying I'm on cocaine. That's kind of funny. I haven't done cocaine since I was a little boy. But not to promote thugs on here. That was clearly sarcastic. It's still a 5v5, and Exertus does get their 13th win. Now a 13-14 pick. Exertus just, oh my gosh. XP3 just shot his own teammate. Desi taking down almost half of his total health. That was kind of funny. But the bomb is down outside of tunnels. It looks like they're wanting to work B here, as LunatiK does take out another death. Shazam just goes down. And still 4v5. A minute and 5 seconds left on the clock. And coming up, Catwalk will be TM connecting with one. There's now 2 of them in middle box coming up onto Catwalk. And TM does connect with another kill. That's a double. Can he get a triple? He hits a triple now for TM. Beautiful hold on Catwalk. It's now up to Fly, who has the bomb, but can't do anything with it, as XP3 will take him down. Now tied up 14-14. As you said, the tie is a very potential reality.
Yeah, and this is looking good, and the one thing I'm liking about this is now XTS has won enough rounds that these next 2 rounds are going to be gun rounds. No matter what, it's not going to just come down to ecos. It's going to be both gun rounds, because if LTK does lose this round, they should be close to max money and have enough money to make sure to still just buy AK armors and some nades.
Yeah,
so
this round
we're going to see a good match.
Yeah, in this round we do see full head armor on both teams. We have smokes and flashes from both teams. It looks like Shazam bought an op rather than getting grenades, which, of course, he's going to do that. He's the clutch opper on their team, relying on his picks every round. But Warden's watching this long, and it looks like we have 3 on LunatiK picking out long. Shazam barely has enough time to peek around that corner, but he does connect with that shot. That was a very quick shot. Daps rotating up Catwalk now. This looks like it's going to be a very quick A split. And now Daps pushing up on the cat. We'll get another one. Can he connect with the second? Make that a 3rd kill. And GoTV lag there, a little bit hiccup, but that's okay. He does connect with it. It's all up to Storm. And Storm gets picked off by Juvenile as he jumps up to mid-box. And that will be 15-14. LunatiK is up by only 1 point here. This is so close. I can taste it.
Yeah, really close match going back and forth, and the scores are really confusing to say the least, because if you look at it, it's 22-24, 14-14, 13, and if you look at LunatiK, they have way more frags and are only ahead by 1 round. So when XTS gets these frags going, they win the round.
It is true. And they have the first sacrifice in what could be the final round of this game. TM taking a fall. One of the top fraggers on their team will be going down quickly. Only 30 seconds into this round, and now all he can do is watch. But we have 3 of XTS watching on A site. 1 up cat, 1 on the dumpster right there at ramp elevator, and it's going to be boosted up catwalk. And the smoke goes off for crossing. Juvenile gets that really deep down into the ramp too, so that's going to be really helpful for fending off any CTs that are at CT spawn. And the long rush is on, starting to cross now in what could be the final round. XP3 through the smoke gets 1. Warden gets another on the Fugly. It's a 3v3 now. Still 50 seconds on the clock. Bomb is now at crossing, and they do manage to get a trade. Nav Flag with that headshot through the wall. We'll bring this down to the bomb timer, bringing it down to 30 seconds. One of them pushing long. Storm does manage to get Shazam. It's a 2v2. Nav Fly getting a nice flash bounce off of the block, flashing off anyone who's pushing up CT or looking long. That was a great one. And Daps will be getting that first kill. Can he connect with another one? It's all right now on Storm. He pushes up long and gets taken out by Daps. That is match point, 16-14. LunatiK wins.
Great game. Great game. I know this probably had a lot of momentum going into that first half, finishing out that first half. But LTK was willing to, keep focus on there, take down, just take it one step at a time by taking the pistol, bringing it back closer, and then just winning, and then just proceeding to win out after that.
That was an awesome round. We saw in the first half that LunatiK, it looked a bit grim for them, but they turned that around playing on the Terrace team as well as they did. They capitalized on any opportunity that Exertus presented to them, or didn't mean to present to them, but that was a very good game. Once again, thank you everybody for watching Go RGN, your reliable gaming network. My name is Paranormal, and with me tonight was Nikon. Everybody give him a good round of applause for his in-game analysis. Thank you. It's been a pleasure casting with you yet once again. I want everybody to have a good night, and be sure to hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, follow us, and be sure to stay tuned for more exciting games 5 nights a week here on your reliable gaming network.